Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Anime Chat with me, your host, Pop. And it is sports-themed anime this month. That's right, November is all about the sports. And you'll have to wait and see, because we'll get to that a little later, which shows I'm going to showcase today. Before I get to that, though, we're going to go through the news of the week. Then we'll check on some rankings of our shows. And then we'll get to the main event. And after that, we'll go over what shows I'm watching this season. All right. We'll just hit this here. And we'll go to the Anime News Network to catch up on the news of the week. As we start off here, it says, Champignon Witch TV anime reveals more cast, theme song artists. Kohei Karawaki film label Nothing New reveal We Are Aliens anime film in video. Ocean Vale reveals Nukitashi the Animation's English dubcast and staff. There's no reason for them to dub this. This is borderline hentai. This is I watched it all, and I don't think it's a show worth dubbing, to be frankly honest with you. It's nothing spectacular. It's not that great. So I don't know why they decided to do it, but whatever. I don't think it's going to go very well. The live-action Zelda movie begins filming and presents 3 stills. Do they show us the 3 stills? Let's have a look here. That's it? Well, best of luck to them. I hope that Nintendo keeps a tight rein on the script. And I also hope that they don't do the whole Zelda's a girl boss thing and makes Link look like an idiot all the time. And that she can do stuff better than him, because he is the hero. She is the princess. But we'll have to see what happens here. Come on, Nintendo. Make sure that people don't ruin your franchise. That's what I'm worried about. The first Demon Slayer Infinity Castle film is the first Japanese film ever to top 100 billion yen globally. Man, oh man. That seems like a incredible amount of money that people must just love Demon Slayer for it to make that much globally. It's Akaza Returns sells 89 million tickets globally. Whew. Well, good for you, Dragon Slayer. You guys did a good job, and it's paying returns on how many people go and see your movie. The Game Awards 2025 reveals nominees. Should we see what the nominees are for the Game Awards? They released their nominees on Monday. Nominees for Game of the Year include Kojima Productions' Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Nintendo's Donkey Kong Bonanza. Other nominees are Sandfall Interactive's Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Supergiant Games' Hades 2, Team Cherry's Hollow Knight Silk Song, and Warhorse Studios' Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach also earned nominations for Best Art Direction, Best Score and Music, Best Audio Design, Best Narrative, Best Action Adventure Game, and Best Game Direction. Wow. So is it more than just a walking simulator now? Did they do a better job on the second game than the first? Donkey Kong Bonanza was also nominated for Best Family Game. Konami's Silent Hill F was nominated for Best Narrative and Best Audio Design. Konatsu Kato earned a nomination for Best Performance as Hinako Shimizu. Other nominees from Japanese game franchises or developed or published by Japanese companies or their overseas subsidiaries include: Best Ongoing Game is Final Fantasy XIV. Best Community Support, Final Fantasy XIV. Best Mobile Game, Persona 5, The Phantom X. Best Mobile Game, Sonic Rumble. Best Mobile Game, Umumusume Pretty Derby. Best Action, Ninja Gaiden 4. Best Action, Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Best RPG, Monster Hunter Wilds. Best Fighting Game, Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Best Fighting Game, Fatal Fury City of Wolves. Best Fighting Game, Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. Best Family Game, Mario Kart World. Best Family Game, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Best Sim Strategy Game, Final Fantasy Tactics, The Ivalice Chronicles. Best Sports or Racing Game is Mario Kart World. Best Sports Racing Game, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Best Multiplayer Game, Elden Ring Night Rain. Best Adaptation, Devil May Cry. And Most Anticipated Game, Resident Evil Requiem. The Player's Voice nominees will be announced on December the 1st. The award ceremony will be held on December 11th at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. Last year, Astrobot won Game of the Year, Tekken 8 won Best Fighting Game, Metaphor ReFantazio won Best Art Direction, Best RPG, and Best Narrative, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth won Best Score and Music. Alright, there's your nominations. I'm sure Mario Kart World will clean up. And maybe Death Stranding? I don't know, I have not even played that, so. Okay, moving along here. The second That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Films trailer unveils more cast and theme song. Mamoru Hosoda's Scarlet anime film streams English subtitled trailer. The film opens in Japan on November the 21st. Okay, so that's Friday. Good. Okay, that's all the news on Monday. Let's move along to Tuesday. Crayon Shinchan live action Cells at Work films delayed in China amid political tensions. Oh no. Not China. Oh well. I know it's a big market, but yeah, I don't care if those commies ever get to see any kind of anime film from Japan. Steins Gate reboot games delayed to 2026 confirmed. Okay, they're coming out with a Steins Gate game. Witch Hat Atelier Anime's teaser reveals cast, more staff, and an April 2026 debut. New high school Kimengumi anime casts Omagumi all-girl gang. Hoppe-chan anime's new video reveals more cast, an opening song artist, and a January debut. The Camphorwood Custodian anime film's trailer unveils more cast and composer. Romelia War Chronicle anime posts English subtitled teaser. Well, it's sure nice of them to put a subtitled teaser out there. At least we can understand what's being said, what's going on. Especially when we're watching trailers for new shows. It's like, oh, okay, this is what's going on. L'Étoile de Paris en Fleurs anime film's second teaser highlights two leads. The film follows two Japanese girls in Paris. So it's like the stars of Paris and flowers. Okay. Loosely translated, of course, from French to English. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, The Culling Game, Part 1, cast Yoshiko Sakakihabara as Tenjin. And that's all for Tuesday. Moving along to Wednesday. Majutsu o Kiwanat Tabi ni Detta Tensi Elf Motemashita Jumyo de Ikeru Densetsu Tonaru novels get TV anime. Well, those novels better shorten that title up because, man, oh man, that's a mouthful. Tales of Berseria remastered game launches on February the 26th. They've done a lot of remasters of Tales games. I wonder if they're ever going to do Tales of the Abyss. I know that's one that Mrs. Mechanic would really like to get her hands on again. But I think the last one I saw was Tales of the Abyss for the 3DS, and that was it. Come on, Nintendo, get on it. Drops of God manga gets TV anime in 2026. High Dive reveals My Gift level $99.99 unlimited gacha anime's English dubcast. This one I'm watching as well right now, so it's very enjoyable. So hopefully they do okay with their dubcast. Path of Mystery, a Brush with Death game launches in West in February 2026. It's a mystery visual novel. Homura, the Crimson Warriors visual novel launches in English next April. That's all for Wednesday. Moving along to Thursday. Marika's Love Meter Malfunction romantic comedy manga gets Anime Festa anime. Chainsaw Man anime film back at number 1. Jujutsu Kaisen Execution drops to number 2. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is at number 4. Evangelion 1.0 You Are Not Alone re-release debuts at number 6. Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion game Into the Abyss DLC launches. Steins Gate Reboot game heads west in 2026. Kaya-chan Isn't Scary anime second promo video unveils more cast, staff, theme song artists, and a January 11th debut. Sayoshi no Gike o Mederu Tame Nagaishimasu light anime stars Ayumi Murase and Shota Aoi. Frieren Beyond Journey's End second season anime new trailer reveals Millet's ending theme. Yes, very hyped for that one. Frieren second season coming. Can't wait. I've watched the trailer already. Ys X Proud Nordics game heads west on February 20th. It's coming out for the Switch 2, PS5, and PC. Saikyo Zukan, the Ultimate Tournament anime, gets special edition film on January 23rd. Donkey Kong Bonanza Pokemon Go win at Golden Joystick Awards 2025. Who else won at the Golden Joystick Awards? Golden Joystick 2025 ceremony announced this year's awards on Thursday. Nintendo's Donkey Kong Bonanza won the Critics' Choice Award. Niantic and Nintendo's Pokemon Go won Still Playing Mobile Award. Sandfall Interactive and Kepler Interactive's Clair Obscur Exhibition 33 won Ultimate Game of the Year along with 3 other awards. Ben Starr and Jennifer English also won the Best Supporting Performer and Best Lead Performer awards, respectively, for their performance in the game. Sandfall Interactive won Studio of the Year as well. Last year, Square Enix's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth won the Best Soundtrack and Best Storytelling awards. Cody Christian won Best Lead Performer for his role as Cloud in Final Fantasy Rebirth. And Brianna White won Best Supporting Performer for her role as Aerith in the same game. I noticed they're calling them performers and not actors and actresses. It's dumb. Just call them an actor or an actress. Gundam Silver Phantom VR anime debuts on PlayStation VR 2 on November 21st. Okay, so for all you Gundam fans, grab your VR headsets and you can watch VR Gundam. I wonder what that's going to be like. Anybody that does that, you gotta let me know. Fist of the North Star, Elegy of Keno's Army Grunts anime unveils staff and a January 5th debut. Nippon Ichi reveals Shinigami Hime to Ishokan no Kaibetsu game. Coming out for Switch, Switch 2, PS5 on April the 30th. And that's all for Thursday. Moving along to Friday. Let This Grieving Soul Retire, second season anime cast Hidenari Ugaki. MF Ghosts, third season anime reveals January 4th debut, theme songs in promo video. Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You, second season reveals January 8th debut in a new visual. Noble Reincarnation, Born Blessed, So I'll Obtain Ultimate Power. Anime reveals more cast and a key visual. My Happy Marriage anime gets 3-episode special in 2026. That's all for Friday. Moving along to Saturday. Demon Slayer, Scarlet, Chainsaw Man, Chow, more anime films confirmed eligible for the 2026 Oscars. Not that the Oscars really mean anything. It's I wouldn't be too crushed if they didn't get nominated for the Oscars. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's check out the Japanese animation TV ranking. We got Saze-san, followed by Chibi Maruko-chan, Detective Conan, My Hero Academia Final Season, One Piece, Doraemon, You and Idol Precure, Wandance, Crayon Shin-chan, Spy Family, Anime Dosaru no George, and Oshiri Tentai rounds it out. So that's what they're watching in the land of the rising sun. Scum of the Brave TV anime casts Yumiri Hanamori. Oh, here's Japan's video game rankings. Everyone likes to see what the rankings are in Japan. Well, let's have a look. Number 1 for the Switch is Momotaro Densetsu 2. Then Mario Kart World. And then Momotaro Densetsu 2 for the Switch 2. Pokemon Legends ZA for the Switch and Switch 2. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Dragon Quest 1 and 2. At number 8, a PS5 game, Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Wow, they're up to Call of Duty Black Ops. They're up to 7? Wow. After that is Dragon Ball Sparking for the Switch and Switch 2. At number 11, the PS5 game Atelier Ryza Secret Trilogy Deluxe. Then we're back to the Switch again with Dragon Quest 1 and 2, and their version of Atelier Ryze's Secret Trilogy, Yakuza Kiwami 2, Animal Crossing, Obungo no Toishu, Yakuza Kiwami for the Switch 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, for the PS5, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD Remake, and at number 20, Minecraft for the Switch. Once again, Nintendo dominating. I wonder what that Momotaro Densetsu is all about. That seems like something to give a try anyway. And I did like Hyrule Warriors, the one before this Age of Imprisonment, so I wonder if I should pick that up. But for that, might need a Switch too, which I don't have yet. Moving right along though, Expelled from Paradise sequel film's third teaser unveils cast and more staff, and a November 2026 opening. So you gotta wait a year for that. The Summer Hikaru Died anime releases English dubbed trailer. Koka expands support for webtoon-based games. My Hero Academia All's Justice game streams cinematic trailer. Ah, yes, I do have a My Hero Academia game from the Switch. It's the first one. It's pretty fun. I like it. Steins Gate reboot game posts new trailer. Game launches for North America, Europe for PC via Steam. You can play on your PC. Tokyo Revengers Last Mission game ends service. That's unfortunately, that's what happens. And that was all for Saturday. Moving along to Sunday. Dark Machine, the animation series, unveils cast and staff and a 2026 debut. Looks like a pretty good looking mech show. One hour Undead Unluck anime specials trailer reveals Queen Bee's theme songs. And that's it for Sunday. Some of the top news they have on here. I believe I talked about Drops of God manga. But there's this one. Now That We Draw manga gets TV anime. So it looks to me, just for a cursory look it over, it looks like it's gonna be an anime about people that draw manga, I guess. I'm just guessing, but can always look and see. It'll usually tell you what the story is about. So it describes the story. Dweeby high schooler Uehara Yuki has created the perfect romantic comedy heroine. She's bashful, airheaded, and completely chaste. When an editor at Uehara's dream publisher coldly dismisses his manga story as trite and lacking realism, it sends Uehara into a spiral of despair that pushes him into the path of his bubbly, gorgeous classmate Miyamoto Nina, an aspiring manga artist herself. Having gotten similar feedback on her own manga, Miyamoto proposes she and Uehara engage in a fake relationship since neither of them have any romantic experience. But Miyamoto is far from perfect heroine Uehara has concocted, and he certainly isn't the cocky hero from her story either. Can their wacky relationship turn their manga dreams into reality, or will it lead even more comic disasters? Probably more comic disasters. Well, character design looks pretty good. She looks cute. Might be worth checking out. But that's it. That's it for the top news. You're all caught up in the news of the week. Next, we're going to move along to the rankings. These are the rankings from the 5th to the 11th. one that surprised me is at number 1 right now, The Fated Magical Princess Who Made Me a Princess. I never heard of it, and it came out of nowhere to move up to number 1 for some reason. Dad's a Hero, Mom's a Spirit, Uma Musume, A Wild Last Boss appeared. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. This one seems to be staying up in the top 10, pretty steady. Next, Sanda, then Spy Family. Yano-kun's Ordinary Days, Gachiakuda. Oh, that's nice to see it up there. Tojima Wants to Be Kamen Rider, A Star Brighter Than the Sun, My Hero Academia. This Monster Wants to Eat Me, Touring After the Apocalypse. May I ask one final thing? Well, it's taking a dive here. I wonder why it's going down so much. It didn't seem that it was that bad. Hey, what's up, B17? How you doing? Are these rankings just for Canada or are these global? These are all global. It's whoever goes onto Anime News Network and votes. So anybody. Not just Canada specific. We're moving along the list here. A Mangaka's Weirdly Wonderful Workplace. That's probably, I think that's too high for what it is. Gnosia working its way up. I don't know why it is. Campfire Cooking Another World, To Your Eternity. One Piece hanging in there. With you, Our Love When We Get Through. Then Digimon Beat Break. Status as an Assassin. Past the Monster Meat. Gintama. Ranma is down here. Mechanical Marie. One Punch Man. One Punch Man worked its way up. It was at the languishing at the bottom there. People really don't care for One Punch Man this time around. Banished Court Magician. Hero Without a Class. Solo Camping for Two. Alma-chan. Dark History. Kakurio. Wow. It's just been a steady decline. Each episode has just gone down and down and down. Dusk Beyond the End of the World, Watari-kun, Grieving Soul Retire, and then Togenanki. Just can't catch a break. It's just sucking it down here. Then we have our cumulative ranking. Each week's ranking takes into account the scores given by previous week's episodes. Each series rank will start to solidify, and we'll get to look at the real winners and losers. So, counting everything, not just this last week, it's all the weeks. And you got My Hero Academia at number 1, followed by Uma Musume, Fragrant Flower, Sanda, May I Ask One Final Thing, Spy Fam, Tojima Wants to Be Kamen Rider, Gachiakuda, Fated Magical Princess, Ranma 1/2, Mangaka. This graph looks like what happens when you fire the RTI and he F's up the wiring. Yeah, well, you can click on it there and it'll give you all the, it'll darken which one you're looking at. Once again, though, Togenanki is at the bottom. Same with Watari-kun. One Punch Man, yeah. Genosia's down here. Nice to see Gachiakuda, but it's a steady decline down. All right. Yeah, so that's the rankings from Anime News Network, but we're gonna go to where people actually watch the shows and see. This will be a better indicator. So right here you get actual numbers of what people have watched, and yeah, My Hero Academia final season, yeah, it's gonna be up there. It's the final season after all, and people want to see what happens. Does Deku become the greatest hero of all time? We'll have to see. One Piece is in there. Yep, I would think so. Everybody's really loving the Egghead Island arc. At number 3, Level 99.99 Unlimited Gacha. Now this one is a really good one I've been watching. And I'm glad that it's at number 3 because really enjoying watching him plot his revenge on these people that tried to off him. Gachi Yakuda's at number 4. Banished Court Magicians at number 5. Spy Families at number 6. One Punch Man Season 3 is at number 7. Wild Last Boss Period is at number 8. Hero Without a Class is at number 9. And at number 10, Let This Grieving Soul Retire, Part 2. So I think that's a little more indicative of what people are actually watching. I don't know how the voting goes on Anime News Network, whether you can probably vote many times as you want to get the show that you like up there. But these numbers don't lie. All right. Well, that's it for the rankings. I think now it's time for the main event. It's time to get into some sports anime. Get to the sports here. One Punch Man Season 3 has to go. That animation is horrendous. That's what I keep hearing. It's a shame. I don't know what happened. Maybe they should have quit while they were ahead with Season 2. You know, they may have lost the plot. It's like if you keep going on something, you better have a good story to back it up. Today we got, what do we got here? All right, let me just get that. There we go. Oh, come on. And I'll hit this here. All right, the first show on the list is called Hikari no Densetsu, or The Legend of Hikari. And we'll see if you can figure out what sport they're doing now. Well, apparently they freelanced a bunch of people who were just basing off the manga because they knew nothing about the show. Oh, okay. Yep. That's what happens when you freelance people. I think that's our main character there. I think that's Hikari. Oh. And it's the gymnastics club. So this whole show is about rhythmic gymnastics. Of course, everybody gathers around to watch. They want to support their team. There we go. One of the girls there is going through her ribbon routine. And she's almost done. Oh, but Hikari noticed a mistake. Now these girls are her senpai, so they're older. So the coach says she didn't make a single mistake. And she speaks up. She's like, oh, she made a mistake. She made a small mistake when she caught her ribbon. And her friend's like, what are you doing? Don't do that. Don't tell them she made a mistake. And then she's going to get cussed out by this girl, who's like, you want to criticize others? Maybe you better work on yourself first. She's like, me and that other girl are going to go to the tournament and you're not. And as girls do, they'll talk. But she gets some support from one of the male gymnasts. Meanwhile, We got Buddy in a band. I think it's her next door neighbor named Mal. And she wants a favor. Because he's a musician, she wants him to compose music for her to dance to for her rhythmic gymnastics. And it looks like he's going to do it. He's going to help her out. So back at her house, sitting down to some dinner. And in her room, she's got pictures and posters of famous gymnastics people she practices. She's jumping around and practicing in her room. She remembers being at that performance that this famous gymnast. And there he is next door. Like I said, next door neighbor, he's making some music for her. That is a big dog. His name's Chachamaru. And there we go. She's practicing with the ball. And I guess with the ball, you have to throw it up, catch it, keep in control of it. She's getting a little discouraged. She's thinking back in her mind to the performance she saw. She's angry that she wasn't, that she dropped the ball. Literally dropped the ball. So he's going to give her a little bit of advice. He's like, don't give up. The ball doesn't hate you. You just got to keep practicing. And practice more and more and more. She's like, you know what? She's going to take his advice to heart. There he is. Her neighbor, her friend. So the guy that was giving her advice is now talking to the other gymnast girls. The one who's probably going to go to the tournament. She's seen potential in Hikari. Oh, there's Angry Girl. Oh, made it to the finals. Now, here it is. And they're starting off with the ball. And the one girl gets 9.5. Of course, in Mean Girl fashion, she's like, it's your turn. Try to beat me. And Hikari goes onto the mat. She gets a little bit of stage fright, but I think she's going to work through it in her mind. And she starts. But we won't know what happens unless we watch the next episode of Hikari no Densetsu, which is all about gymnastics. And I believe in the next episode, I think she might rip her ribbon. So, oh boy. It's going to be hard to finish your routine when you've got a ripped ribbon. Anyways, that's the first one. The next one. And this will be a treat, I think. The next show is called Idaten Jump. And just you wait and see. Because it's all about mountain biking. And there's main character, who you can tell because he's got the crazy hair. The two-tone. And this looks like all the perils you have to put up with when you're riding your mountain bike competitively. Okay, so we've got pieces and tools all over. Main character, as usual, sleeping in. Late, falls down the stairs. Argues with his mother, but apologizes. All these trophies are from his dad, who is a famous mountain biker. His dad is passed on now, so I think his name is Sho. He's on his way to an important race, so he can't stick around to help his mom. And there's his friends, his support crew. And there's the opposing team. They're called Sharptooth. That's their team name. And they're competing in a race to see who gets to use the mountain bike course. There he is. He made it on time. And there's his opponent, called Gabu. So they make the customary offer to join our team, and he's like, nah. So his bike is called Flame Kaiser. We're getting ready. They're lining up at the top of the hill. No safety gear for these guys. No helmets, no elbow, no nothing. And they go. Oh, but what's this? Purple cloud? They ride into that purple cloud. And purple clouds come everywhere and suck everybody up. Oh, right now Sho's having a dream about his dad. His dad's making that bike, the Flame Kaiser. And what I didn't expect is this turns out to be an isekai. That black or purple cloud gathered everybody up and put them in a different world. Look, as you can see, the buildings are all decimated and ruined, so I don't know what's happened, but they don't know where they are. And then they get confronted with this other gang of mountain bike riders. You've entered the X zone. They call it the X zone. They don't understand anything that goes on, but apparently you have to have a race when you get challenged. It's an Idaten battle. Good thing this guy's here. Where is he? There we go. This guy is here to sort of watch over the newcomers. So Sho and his friends have come. And instead of getting taken advantage of by those jerks, he's going to explain to them what an Edatin race is. And what the X Zone is. Everyone here are mountain bike riders. They wager for an emblem, so they battle for the emblems that they have on for their teams. And only the ones who have collected 10 gold emblems by defeating others will be able to go back to their world. So, of course, Sho's going to do it. He was challenged. Then they bring out a launcher. So this is how they launch their bikes for the race. Apparently it can launch you at like 100 kilometers an hour, which is about 60 miles an hour. So that's quite the speed jump. Oh, here he is. He's like, here, use this helmet. So things get ready. He's all transformed into puts on the helmet, gets his suit. Same with the other guy. Hey, what's up, Comic Relief Crusader? How you doing? You guys make sure you catch Comic Relief Crusader. His show is coming up at noon here, where he's drawing huge circles. That's the name of his drawing show. And he has guests on from the comic book industry, people that do art and such. So you guys should check him out. So after their transformation, they're ready to go. Ready to get launched. And whoever wins gets the emblem. Yes, huge. It's absolutely huge. So, here we go. And they're getting ready to launch. And they're off. And going like mad. Of course, there's going to be some shenanigans. This guy's going to try to cheat as much as he can. So what's he do? He comes up behind him, puts his boot on there, and is trying to force him into the wall. So there's only 3 rules. You can't change the competitor in the middle of the battle. The ones who aren't competing can't interrupt or stop the battle. And rule 3, outside of the, where is it? Rule 3, you can't touch the opponent's body. But apparently you can touch his bike. So, okay. So he's going to kick him into the wall, but he manages to pull off a jackknife turn where he's just riding on his front wheel. That's how good he is. And so he's got to catch up. It's Speed Racer on BMX bikes. Yep, pretty much CRC. And his motivation is to become a mountain bike rider like his dad. And he engages his bunny hopping ability. B17. Actually, they're mountain bikes. They are. They call him MTB, mountain bike. So he's hopping like 10 meters with a bunny hop. And there he goes. And boom, he won. These guys can't believe it. That their boss lost. There you go. He's got his first emblem. Now they need 9 more to get back to his world. So it's going to be a lot more mountain bike racing. Uh-oh. All of a sudden the protection squad shows up. They're going to arrest them for illegal racing. There we go. They caught him. So now what? Oh, they ran away. We don't know. We won't know what happens until we watch the next episode of Idaten Jump. But as you can see, lots of mountain bike racing. Yeah, on the next episode. They're mistaken for illegal racers. But you'll have to tune in next time. All right. So those were the 2 shows today. The first one was Hikari no Densetsu, which was all about rhythmic gymnastics. And then Idaten Jump, which is all about mountain bike racing. Next up, the shows of the season that I'm currently watching. What do we got here? First one, Status of the Assassin. Obviously exceeds the heroes. It's nice to see that the assassin is running into his old classmates again. And they've got to team up, apparently. And I don't know whether they're going to take down the dragon or the demon lord, or whether they're going to go back to the king that summoned them and try to take him down. So that's a thought there. He is getting stronger. He did go up against one of the elite demons. He had to have a bit of help, but yeah. It seems like his shadow power can really come in handy even when he gets defeated. Let's Play. Still, I'm 2 episodes behind. I've taken a break from that. Seems to be a little bit more... it's dragging on is what it is. It's kind of a slice of life thing where the developer of a game gets it ripped to shreds by a YouTuber, and then he actually moves next door to her. And I'm not sure if this was even a manga. This might have been written by somebody that isn't Japanese. I'd have to look that up, though. Yeah, because... yes, the original creator is Leanne M. Krechik. So you've got... she's from Kansas City, and... yeah, if she wrote this, then yeah, it's not gonna be a traditional Japanese mangaka. Next up, Dusk Beyond the End of the World. 2 episodes behind, but we're getting along further. The main character, Akira, coming 200 years to the future to find out how different Earth is and that there's actual androids around, and he's looking for the girl that he left behind. So good luck with that, unless she's managed to freeze herself in suspended animation like you did. I don't think you're going to find her. And he's just very resistant to the traditions that have grown up and been put in place since he's gone. Solo Camping for Two, a nice, chill anime to watch where you can learn about camping and see whether the main character actually gets together with the girl that he's camping with. We've only got, 5 episodes left? So that's good. This was a 2-cour season for this one. But I like it. I like the way it's just relaxing when you're out camping. You got a fire going. You get to look at all the tips and stuff they have for people who want to go camping. It's a good show. Pass the monster meat, m'lady. We'll have to see what's going to go on here because she's been taken away now that she's married to the Duke. And what is going to become of her if she has to remove the toxins from the monsters that they actually use for food. So it's really frowned upon, but I'll have to see what other trials and tribulations are going to happen. Because I don't think they'll just live happily ever after. I suppose there's going to be more strife that they must go through once she gets back to his kingdom. CRC, you heard it's good? Okay. My gift, level 99.99 unlimited gacha. Yeah. I'm really enjoying this one. It's a good vengeance story about a young kid who gets drafted into a party. He figures he's good. He's got a good party that everybody really cares about him, but they take him down in the dungeon and decide to bump him off. However, he manages to barely escape with his life, and he puts his gacha skill to use, which involves him being able to pull high-level monsters and high-level warriors from his bracelet he has, and he builds up and he decides that he's going to get vengeance on those who tried to get rid of him, and find out why. So he's doing a lot of planning and putting a plan into action to get back at these people that looked down upon him and figured he's going to just get wiped out. But they're going to be the ones that are going to get wiped out. And it's so enjoyable to see that. We only got 4 episodes left, so I'm expecting we better get a season 2 out of this. Shibake, that's a period piece. There's a lot of yokai and spirits and such that the main character can see. He's very sickly. He gets looked after by a couple of yokai that are disguised as human. And I'm not sure if the plot still knows what it wants to do. I thought they were looking into who murdered somebody, but I think it's gone off the rails. We'll have to wait until the next episode and see what's going on here. May I ask for one final thing? Everyone's loving the noblewoman who punches people out that deserve it. She resolves everything with her fists. And seeing as how she's trying to get to find corrupt nobles and punch their lights out and people that are trying to railroad and disrupt the religion of the realm. She is making short work of it, but she's also encountering some goddesses that want to get in her way. So not much you can do when there's a goddess on the other side that's helping them out. But hopefully she got blessed by the god of time, so hopefully she's got a power up now and can do a lot more. We'll have to wait and see. I'm one episode behind on that one, and it's only 13, so unless they can wrap everything up, it'll probably have to do second season. Spy Family, yes, more of Spy Family. If you've watched Spy Family, if you know of it, you know what the plot is. They're trying to get close to the leader, Donovan Desmond of Ostania, to prevent another war. So yeah, Anya is doing her thing, trying to get in good with the son. Yor is looks like she's gotten into the little coffee or tea group with the wife. And yeah, more of this. Right now they're doing the bus hijacking arc. So we'll have to see what happens there when the school bus gets hijacked. Anya's on it with all her classmates. And I expect Yor to jump into action. But we'll see what's going to happen. Who's going to save the kids? Banished court magician aims to be the strongest. A lot of these being banished from the party animes are out right now. So this same thing, he's been banished from protecting the prince. So the prince thought he was still tough even though this guy was banished, but he was not. And now he's out. The banished court magician is out there with his old party, and they're taking down dungeons and just having a good old time. And hopefully he's getting his level up. Gnosia. Once again, this is like Among Us. But we found out that there's these little aliens that will make you keep replaying the same scenario over and over again with different outcomes because they want knowledge of the people. So it seems a little convoluted, but you've got to go around and our main character has to go around and talk to people and learn about them to get enough information to fill up this little life form. And then they'll stop them from doing the time loop that they keep doing. So they keep doing an infinite time loop until they've collected enough information. It's getting quite tedious. I'm only on episode 5, so it's it's on the verge of getting dropped, I think. Friend's little sister has it in for me. I'm 5 episodes behind on this one. I think maybe I'll just drop it because it's not grabbing me. It's not keeping me wanting to know more and more. So I think this one's going to be pitched. Mechanical Marie, same thing, 5 episodes behind. It's getting monotonous with the story. Girl has to act like a robot because the master doesn't like liars and people in general, so she has to act like a robot, but he's falling in love with her. So it's like, okay, she has to keep this up. This one's also on the chopping block. Gachi Kuda, I'm only 1 episode behind. We met the big bad guy, and we're seeing how everyone's getting split up. The cleaners got split up, and they're taking on some of the raiders. Lots of people getting beat down, and you find out that they are in the inside of a trash beast. So that's pretty crazy. Hands off, Saurari Kotashi-kun. This is the ecchi one of the season. The main character, Kotashi, he's a massage therapist, and he does that for all the female athletes. So he's strictly business. However, they let their minds wander because the massage feels so good, and it does so well to help them out in their athletic endeavors. But yeah. And he's supposed to make sure that they are taken well care of because his career and his education depends on it. You made it up to One Piece 910. Hey, look at you. Where did I leave off at? I got my One Piece here. Or no, I put it on pause. It's paused because we have to buy the next DVD. Finally, Chitose and the Ramoon Bottle. Not much to say about this one. Just the Buddy was sequestering himself away from everyone, and then a bunch of people went over to see him and try to get him out of his shell. They helped him out a bit. He went and saw his old friends. They dumped on him because they thought they were better than he was, until his new friend showed up and said, "Hey, he's our friend, and we like him for who he is." And that's pretty much where that left off there. So we've got 8 more episodes of whatever they're going to throw at us. And as far as the dinner anime goes, which is the one we watch during dinner, is Trigun. So we're getting through 8 episodes so far of Trigun out of 26. So that's a classic show that we're both watching for dinner. It's all right. It's really goofy. It's funny to start. We're just kind of waiting for it to settle in. We'll see when it gets serious, but it's pretty darn funny. I like me some Trigun. You still have to check Trigun? Yeah. Yeah, like I say, it's from 1998. It's fun seeing Vash being mistaken for this big bad guy who wipes out towns, when really it's not him wiping out the town. It's because people are coming after him and they're wiping out the town. So that's a fun one. I would definitely recommend watch Trigun, the original. I know there's Trigun Stampede, but just watch the original Trigun to start. And I believe that's all that I'm watching this time around. Where is my pause? You said you're up to 910. Okay, I'm at 940 CRC for One Piece. And I believe the next volume is going to be out soon on Amazon, so we're going to buy that and watch the next volume. Good old One Piece. And I believe that is it for shows watching this season. Not too many bad shows this season. Seems good. It's not like there's an overwhelming number of them that I feel I have to see. Makes it for a little easier to watch and keep up. But yeah, I think I will drop a few here. I'll drop my friend's little sister has it in for me. Drop that one. Go back to my anime list here. What else? Mechanical Marie. I'll drop that one too. Okay. Anybody else that needs dropped here? Nope. Looks good. So I dropped 2 of them. Might drop Gnosia, because it seems to be just so repetitive and not getting anywhere. Or Let's Play as well. Let's Play might get dumped too. Well, stay tuned and we'll see if I dump those next week. All right, well, that's it for me today, everybody. I'm going to just start wrapping things up here. Just want to thank everybody that came out today. People like B17 and Comic Relief Crusader. Anyone else that is lurking and listening on whatever platforms, I thank you. If you could hit that like button, it really helps me out here. Tell your friends, spread the word, let them know old Pop's here. And when I'm not streaming, you can tune in to other streamers that I watch, like Pacific 4 and DJ Ronnie G, Brandon the Anime Guy, Carl at the RNG Podcast. You can tune in to Punkwaddle, everyone's favorite penguin. Also Infinite Metal over on Twitch and Kick, and Call Me Kixie. She's a great VTuber. And make sure to catch Comic Relief Crusader's show today. Huge Circles, where he does some art, some drawing, while he chats with people in the industry. Makes for a great time. As for me, coming up Tuesday, that's Trades Talk Tuesday. That's when I'll showcase to you guys what's going on in the skilled trades and out there in industry. All the news out there, what's happening, are people getting laid off, are they building new facilities, how things are going from an industrial point of view. And then we'll look into the shortage of the skilled trades, what's in demand. If you don't have a career in the skilled trades and you're thinking about one, think about taking up one of these trades. There's over 140 of them to choose from. So you too can be in the skilled trades and have yourself a career. And something that no one can ever take away from you is that knowledge that you learn as you're doing it. I'll also show some pictures and videos of some of the stuff I've been working on. And we'll all have a good old industrial time. That's on Tuesday. Then when Saturday rolls around, it'll be Retro Game Day, and I'm working through the start of Odin Sphere for the PS2. This is a pretty good game, and it looks very pretty. It's just got excellent animation, excellent art. The gameplay is spot on. This is a top tier game, this Odin Sphere for the PS2. And it's got a good story as well. So tune in on Saturday for that. And then for Sunday, well, more anime chat, and it's the last Sunday of the month. Which means that'll be the last sports-themed anime show. So got to tune in and see what I'm going to showcase then. We'll have a good old time watching some sports anime. Other than that, that's it for me, everyone. I hope you had a fun time. I did as well. And I hope to see you the next time I'm streaming, which will be on Tuesday. If not then, I'll see you on the weekend. Until then, I've been Pop, and I am signing off.